So welcome everyone and good morning. Thank you for joining us today at Fix Adopt Save's update on the state of animal welfare here in our community. I'm Sonia Hernandez, project manager for the Fix Adopt Save campaign. Today you will hear about the amazing progress these organizations have made in a collaborative effort towards ending pet homelessness here in the Valley. You will hear from Alter Tales Barnhart Clinic Executive Director Ellen Clark, Animal Defense League of Arizona President Stephanie Nichols-Young, CEO and President Judith Gardner from Arizona Animal Welfare League, Arizona Humane Society CEO and President Dr. Stephen Hansen, HALO Helping Animals Live On President and CEO Heather Allen, Melissa Gable from Maricopa County Animal Care and Control, Public Information Officer, and PAC 911, Phoenix Animal Care Coalition 911, Director of Partner Relations, Lou Murphy, as well as one of our key funders, PetSmart Charities Senior Program Manager, Aaron Asmus. We will also be hearing from a key funder from Nina Mason Polium Charitable Trust, Robert Berger, who will be walking in the door shortly. And before we go on, and I pass the microphone over here to Dr. Hansen for our wonderful announcement of the progress that has been made, I'd like to take a moment and just acknowledge a few key members in our audience today who are attending. The first who will be speaking shortly, Mayor Greg Stanton. Thank you very much. County Manager Tom Manos. Thank you very much for attending. Where's he at? There we go. Maricopa County Board of Supervisors, Chairman Clint Hickman. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for making time to be here today. We know how busy everybody is. And now it's my pleasure to pass the microphone over to Dr. Stephen Hansen, who is the CEO and President of Arizona Humane Society, as well as the Chair for the Alliance.
Thank you very much, Sonia. I definitely have to acknowledge Sonia's work as the project manager for our Fix Adopt Save initiative. She has done an amazing job and continues to do an amazing job. So without her, we couldn't do what we're doing. So thank you, Sonia. So I'm going to take you through some quick slides. Okay, the Fix Adopt Save campaign was designed as originally a 3-year program. And the purpose was to provide low-cost and no-cost spay and neuter services to reduce shelter intake and euthanasia. We focused on adoption, spay-neuter services, and fostering, trying to increase these activities. Oh. There we go. Okay. Our campaign is led by the Alliance for Companion Animals, and it's a collaboration of the 7 organizations that you see here. I do want to mention a little bit about our alliance here in Maricopa County. We have got one of the best alliances in the country, and I say that with a fair amount of knowledge. So we actually do have a group of folks that work together really, really well, and that is not easy in the animal welfare community. So my compliments to everybody here. Because you guys have done an amazing job working together over the past many years, but especially during this initiative. So, very key collaborators. As we already mentioned, we've got Alter Tales, the Animal Defense League of Arizona, Arizona Animal Welfare League, Arizona Humane Society, HALO Animal Rescue, Maricopa County Animal Care and Control, and PAC 911 as part of our team. And of course, our funding partners, we couldn't do this without our funding partners. Our funding partners have been tremendous partners with us, both from the funding side, but also from the knowledge-based side. They brought a lot to the table to help us with a lot of the programs that we have launched from their experience around the country. So we do appreciate PetSmart Charities, the Nina Mason Polium Charitable Trust, and the Arizona Community Foundation. So thank you, guys. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit briefly about what Fix Adopt Save really is all about, and then I'm going to give you the numbers that we have generated in the last 3 years, and I couldn't be more proud of what this team has accomplished. So our 3 focus areas, Fix Adopt Save, define the underlying strategies of our initiative. So Fix, dramatically increase the availability of low-cost and no-cost spay-neuter services to reduce shelter intake and euthanasia. Sterilizing animals is an absolutely key part of any initiative in any community, and this community has done a particularly good job at executing spay and neuter surgeries in a very cost-effective manner. Adoptions are key, so we've got to try and slow animals from coming into shelters by spay and neuter activities, and then find homes for the animals that we do take into our shelters through adoptions. A premise that I like to touch on is adopt one, help two. What this basically means, when somebody adopts a pet, they also open up a kennel so another animal can come in and get adopted. So I like that phrase. Shelters and rescue animals are the complete package. The animals that leave our shelters and our rescue groups are all sterilized, vaccinated. They are ready to go. They're healthy. And mixed breed dogs make some of the healthiest pets in the world. So I can speak from a veterinarian's perspective. Pureblood dogs fund a lot of kids' colleges. So if I can promote a mixed breed dog, you'll have a lot lower veterinary bills. So increase adoptions and events and specials. So we did over the last 3 years, and we'll continue holding a fair number of collaborative events across the valley, and these have been hugely successful. Save. So what are some of the key things that our alliance partners have been doing to save more animals? So we fostered more kittens until they were ready for adoption. We provided medical care and behavioral training. This is a growing area of demand for all of our organizations as we move from easier and easier animals to tougher and tougher animals to adopt and to manage. Requires more and more medical and behavioral care. We recruited more foster volunteers to care for animals while they're recovering. Those foster needs continue to grow as we manage more medical cases. So I'm already speaking to a room of supporters, but if anybody is interested in fostering, contact one of our organizations. And we educate the community and engage our volunteers. That's very, very important, educating the community on spay and neuter especially, and the joy of pets and the joy of adopting a rescue pet just can't be overstated. So what are we really here to talk about? So I love this slide because it's very simple and it's very clear. So 2012 was our baseline year. So in 2012, Fix, Adopt, Save didn't exist. It started in 2013. So we've had 3 years, 2013, 14, and 15. So we compare everything to 2012. The top blue line is our intake reduction. We reduced intake over our baseline of 2012 by 38%. So that's very exciting. Our placements, which are our basically adoptions, live outcomes for pets, has stayed level to, really been very level, which is actually very good, because as intake goes down, the types of animals that are coming into our shelters requiring our care are much more challenging, both from the medical side, the behavior side, and finally the adoption side. So being able to keep the pedal to the metal on placement as our animals coming in are tougher to place is actually a very, very big accomplishment. So our spay-neuter activities also continue to increase about 15% over that time. And as time goes on, spay-neuter actually becomes more and more challenging as well, because we've already addressed those people that we've educated that understand spay and neuter and are on the bandwagon for spay and neuter, and we've still got people that we must reach, and they're harder and harder to reach. The most important number is the last number. So euthanasia has gone down in 2015 compared to 2012 by 71%. That is amazing. So how did we do this? So I'll talk just a little bit more. These are the raw numbers from the last slide, so all the same numbers. But on intake, again, our intake has gone down substantially. We're actually at 2015 down to 52,000 animals into our shelters. And again, the biggest reason that intake is down is really around our spay and neuter activities. So I can't thank our spay and neuter teams enough. The Animal Defense League of Arizona with the spay and neuter hotline is a key part of our spay and neuter activities, especially with cats, as well as Altered Tails, who does a tremendous amount of spay and neuter activity with multiple clinics here in the Valley and across Arizona. So we really, really appreciate those. The Arizona Animal Welfare League and the Arizona Humane Society also do spay and neuter activities. But between ADLA and Altered Tails, they do a tremendous job. So intake also is being affected by our organizations providing resources to people, communicating to the public on different ways that we can provide services amongst us or other partners throughout the Valley to solve people's problems so they can keep pets in homes. It's a big initiative for us. So intake has been dramatically affected. Euthanasia, again, I won't spend a lot more time on that other than behold the blue line. And those numbers will continue to decrease, but they will decrease slower and slower because we are really getting to a population of animals now that are very, very challenged. We already have very high medical care across our organizations, so there are some animals that we cannot save, but we're going to get down to a very small number of animals that are not treatable. Beyond that, we are going to great lengths to save many, many animals. So we're very, very proud of the work of all of the organizations here. Again, total placements, I mentioned earlier, continues to be flat across the years, which is a major accomplishment given the types of animals that are now coming into our shelters. And spay and neuter activities continue to grow despite the challenging aspect of now trying to reach people more and more that are either not interested or not knowledgeable and don't have access. So we're continuing to focus our spay and neuter activities, especially in our bully breeds, and continuing to focus on our cats as well. So very important. So 2016 and beyond, again, as I mentioned, our plan is to eliminate the euthanasia of manageable and treatable dogs and cats. We are virtually there. There are very, very few that actually are being euthanized for any sort of a disease that could be managed. We're virtually there. But we do have a few things that we do need to put in place. For example, we're going to aggressively be treating parvo. We've got other diseases that Alliance members are going to be taking on as well. So we'll maintain our focus on spay and neuter. We're going to have more and more behavior activity that's occurring from our Alliance members. We're going to focus on bully breeds in high intake areas. We will be placing a person in the field funded by the Alliance, funded by the Fix Adopt Save initiative, to actually focus on intake of bully breed dogs, to try and educate the community, to try and get more spay and neuter, to actually have boots on the ground. We're currently doing that with cats, and it's been successful, so we'll continue with bully breeds. We're going to continue to promote adoptions, and we'll collaborate because our partnerships and support from everybody here is absolutely key. So that's what we've got. So let me go ahead and, yeah. Oh, yes, we'll leave it right here, yeah, okay. So yes, so what I'd like to do now is go ahead and turn it over to Mayor Stanton. So we really appreciate the mayor being here today. He's been a strong supporter of animals, and his presence here today is very much appreciated. So Mayor, I'd like to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Hanson and members of the Alliance. It is great to be here. I'm honored that I, representing the City of Phoenix, was asked to participate in this very important event to get the word out about Fix, Adopt, Save. We were together, I don't know how many months ago, when the Humane Society announced their new program where you could walk their animals on the Murphy Bridle Path in Central Phoenix. And so Dr. Hanson and I got to walk two amazing doggies along the bridle path, which is wonderful, but also very humbling. You see, many people came up to me, and I, of course, assumed they wanted to talk to the mayor of Phoenix. No. They wanted a chance to interact with those beautiful animals that we brought along with, and hopefully we adopted both or more. Very, very successful program. So I am honored to participate here today. Thank you to all of the great organizations that are represented here today. Humane Society and all the other ones, for all you do to end pet homelessness in our valley. So I look forward to hearing from each and every partner. That's a critically important part of this alliance. And speaking of partnership, I want to recognize my partners at Maricopa County. Tom Manos, County Manager, is here. Clint Hippick may not have been able to be here, but I know he and I are close friends and we work closely together. You should know, separate and apart from animal issues, although we work together in animal issues, Phoenix and Maricopa County are working so closely on so many issues. It's just a wonderful, wonderful time in partnership. So Tom, it really starts in the top, and you're the leader of that organization. I want to give a very special thank you also to PetSmart Charities, the nonprofit arm of one of our best locally based headquartered companies here at PetSmart. Thank you for your support, Arizona Community Foundation, and of course Pulliam Charitable Trust. You have choices to make about where you spend those resources. They are finite resources, and you've chosen to invest in this alliance, and I am a very, very grateful mayor. As we have seen from that presentation by Dr. Hanson, the rising number of stray dogs and cats, particularly harder to place breeds like pit bulls and chihuahuas, we're becoming a serious problem in our community. in 2013, with intakes at our various shelters nearing 85,000, the 7 largest animal welfare organizations decided to do something about it as a team. So I'm proud, but not at all surprised, that private and public organizations and community leaders have come together and they have helped dramatically decrease the number of stray dogs and cats euthanized or put into our shelters. The volunteers that I have been blessed to meet with in the animal welfare and advocacy arena are the most committed, passionate, and dedicated people you will find anywhere. I am so proud of you and what you do. You have passion for your work and the professionalism that goes along with it to do a great job with the resources that you have. So it's no surprise at all that the Fix, Adopt, Save campaign has been a huge success. A 71% drop in euthanasia, that is staggering. So on behalf of myself, the council, 1.5 million citizens of Phoenix, a job well done by members of this alliance. Thank you so very much. A 38% decrease in intake. This is what it looks like when great community leaders come together on a difficult issue, a challenging issue, and come up with creative solutions. This is what results look like. In Phoenix, we want to be the best partner we can be. We utilize all of our departments. Our police department gets out there, gets out information to our public about Fix, Adopt, Save when they see families with animals that might be able to benefit from this program. When they get animal-related calls. Our neighborhood services department, our parks department also help to provide Fix, Adopt, Save information to the community, as well as holding events at pools and community centers around the valley to get out information. It's incumbent upon us, when you have a successful program like this, that's an ongoing program, to get the word out to the community. And of course, in 2013, led by my colleague on the City Council, Councilwoman Thelda Williams, Phoenix passed a aggressive and progressive ordinance to curb puppy mills and other irresponsible breeders. And I'm pleased to say that after much legal wrangling by people who disagree with that decision, our ordinance was held up in federal court over this past summer. And now we see other progressive cities like Tempe and hopefully other cities doing the right thing to support these organizations at this table. So today is a great day. With public sector, nonprofit, business community working together, we've taken a major step forward today to end pet homelessness, not only in Phoenix, but in all of Maricopa County. But there is more work to do. So here's my final message to anybody watching at home. This is an amazing effort, but we can't rest on our laurels. With your help, we can do even better. So please do anything you can to help. That means adopt a dog or a cat from a shelter or a rescue center. Spay, neuter your pets and encourage others to do so through free and low-cost services offered by the organizations at this table and many others. Participate in a trap, neuter, return program to control outdoor population. And of course, these organizations want not just your money, although they'll take it. They also need volunteers, caring individuals that care about our four-legged friends. So think about volunteering at one of our local shelters or rescues, including walking those beautiful animals on the Murphy Bridle Path in North Central Phoenix. So please do all you can, financial support, volunteer, and do your support to help this wonderful program, Fix, Adopt, Save. Thank you for letting me and the City of Phoenix participate in today's program.
Thank you.